Alright, hey everybody. Hopefully I can speak better in this video. I was not redoing the other one. So this is my vinyl update. Some good finds here. I was out at, just managed to stop at Barnes & Noble. If you're from the Rochester area or surrounding area, there's a huge Barnes & Noble in Pittsford. And I like to stop in there because, I'm a member and get a discount. So it's always, every little bit helps, I guess. I'm always shopping for their exclusives, so that's why I decided to go for the membership. I found the Acoustic Sound Series Mingus. And boy, this sounds great. And they did a great job, replicating the cover. I would like to collect this series. They're doing a bunch, and they did a great job. Nice sleeve, nice solid record. I know there's a bunch of debate on if 180 gram is worth it. Some people say it's a waste of money, but you know what? It's very rare. It can happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's very rare when there's 180 gram or 200 gram record that it comes warped. It's very rare. It happens, but that's why I kind of tend to like 180 gram. Do companies take advantage of it sometimes? Yes, but this sounds amazing. I know they have a Bill Evans trio, 65 trio coming out in, I think, May. I think I'm going to pre-order that while it's still cheap because I missed out on some of the series. I did not know they did the Getz and Gilberto album. So I'd like to find that. Actually, unless this is coming, yeah, this is release is beginning in 2020, but I know Amazon said this is coming out in May of this year. So we'll see. Alright, so there's that. Then I stopped at Record Archive. Just wanted to get out and go to. I don't go to a lot of record stores really because of COVID, and sometimes I just want to get out. It took me. I'm just gonna say this. It took me a long time to pass my driver's test, longer than what it should have, because if I just get nervous at the test. Well, I finally got it, and I got a car, good reliable car. So I want to get out a little bit, so I went. So I picked up this 12-inch single Record Store Day of John Fogerty's Blue Ridge Rangers. Now, I like his version of Jambalaya. Working on a Building's great, and it's on blue vinyl. I'm a sucker for colored vinyl. It's almost all records now come in many different colors, where it was really, to me, when they weren't overdoing the color vinyl, not that I don't want them to stop, but I think it was a bigger treat that you could find certain albums in colored vinyl. This is John Prine, Fair and Square. I think this is an indie exclusive. But Dad found this one too. This is a double album. I'm just going to show one, but it's on like opaque green vinyl, non-translucent, whatever. I gotta try to find the open one. Right here. So, this is what I'm talking about with Warped Records. Glad All Over, featuring Bits and Pieces, the Dave Clark 5. It's very rare we get a Dave Clark 5 issue besides like that Greatest Hits one that just came out. Which I want the UK one. I don't want to pay the same price for a single LP when the UK is a double. But anyway, that's another rant. This is very thin, and it did warp. I'll show you it though. It doesn't really affect the play, but when you pay almost $30 for a record, you don't want it to be looking like, you know, the Predator at Darien Lake. You want to be able to play it flat. So they sent me another one. I haven't even opened it yet. This one could be too. I probably should open this and see. So, find out. I forgot to mention that also at Barnes & Noble, I saw this here. The original motion picture, Ghostbusters 2. Barnes & Noble exclusive glow-in-the-dark record. Now, I've been wanting this soundtrack. FYE wants a ridiculous amount of money for this album, but I think theirs is a double. This is a single of the soundtrack, which is fine. A lot less flipping. And this sounds great. If you follow me on Instagram, obviously I can't really quite show you unless I I edit this video and you can see it at the end. This sucker really does glow. So, my first glow-in-the-dark record, and it's Ghostbusters. You know, I got both the best words. I got the best of both worlds here with my hobbies, because I love movies, and so this is just a nice find. Also at Barnes & Noble, I don't know how I got these out of order here. This is the first time this has been released. I've had this a thrift store copy for quite some time. I kind of wanted to hear what this remastered one sounded like, and it's good. I don't think it's earth-shattering or anything, but it's good. It's good for when I'm going to listen to it, pretty much for the months of November and December. It's my favorite, one of my favorite Christmas albums. There it is on white vinyl. I was just going to buy the black vinyl version on Amazon, but I was just kind of there, and I saw it and picked it up. I do have a Beatles update coming up. I've found some good things here lately. Next were a couple of Christmas. These were Christmas gifts. I'm not really into religious music, but I do like when anything George Jones sings, I love. And this is a Cracker Barrel exclusive. And my parents got this for me. And it's the album George Jones' Amazing Grace. And I really like some songs he does on here, and especially Amazing Grace. Just a big time fan. He could have put a record out of him singing the phone book. Not that anybody uses those anymore. And I probably would buy it. He's not alive anymore, but you know what I mean. But nice gold vinyl there. And I missed out. They did a John Denver one on blue vinyl, and I really wish I would have picked it up. I'm going to put a new sleeve into that. That one's kind of grody. And then we went back to Cracker Barrel because my mom wanted to go to the shop. And they had this for it was 80% off. So I picked up a sealed copy for shits and giggles. And I haven't spun this one yet, but this is Stax Country. This was also 80% off. 70 or 80, I think. Maybe it was 70% off. Still, it was quite cheap. So this is a whole bunch of... actually, I think it tells... A unique collection of long-lost country gems from the latter days of the Stax Empire. So, to give that one a listen. I haven't had as much time. The Zombies, rest in peace. And you can't see it, but this is like a translucent cover where they're underneath. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. It's okay. I think this was like another lost album or something. The album includes the band's last recordings and other assorted unreleased numbers. It's okay. Not something I'd listen to all the time, but it's all right. Hi, girl. I also forgot to add these in here, but I Love for Sale, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Of course, Amazon went ahead and did this, and they're doing exclusives. So this is like a cream-colored vinyl, and I really like this album. You know, they go well together. I have a black vinyl one too, so, and I bought a black vinyl version of this Tears of Hercules, Rod Stewart. A pretty good album. I like it. This is the 180 gram one. I guess I'll have to add it in the next video. But they sent me a white vinyl one, and I never ordered it, so they just told me to keep it. But I actually prefer the sound of this one. This is 180 gram. So I'll probably keep both. Kristen by Kai's hair again. Yeah. Just having all sorts of problems now. My mouth is really dry. Okay. So, yep, I forgot a couple albums, but they're the same, so. This one I picked up on Saturday. Kiss Animalize. I had this in my collection from 5 years ago, and when I needed money, I sold my Kiss collection. So I'm trying to slowly, get them back. I'm sorry in advance. I didn't take all of them out. To me, an underrated album. I think it's good. A really nice copy of Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes. This is one of my favorite Eric Clapton albums on the Duck Records through Warner Brothers. And it has I've Got a Rock and Roll Heart, which it's just been kind of my anthem. Nice hype sticker. It is. I have the reissue of this. I did have an original copy. It wasn't in great shape, so I sold it. So, there. I have their remastered edition and a nice original copy. I have some George Jones albums, and I'm going to have more coming. I've just been kind of going through some of my old albums and giving them another listen. So this was a nice upgrade. George Jones, I Am What I Am. Huskies, She Was Just Outside. I'm so worried I'm going to get turned in because that's all when it hits below 10 degrees, that's all she wants to do is go out and outside. Anyway, this is still in the shrink. Wouldn't you like to have that suit? Come on. Obviously, this has He Stopped Loving Her Today. Except this is a double. I always like that when you find someone that have double hypes. You Were Just Out. Wine-Colored Roses. This is still sealed. I have not opened this one yet. It has the right-left hand on it. That's a good one. George Jones, By Request. This was sealed, but I opened it. Country's Brightest Stars on CBS Records and Cassettes. This says Shine On, I Always Get Lucky With You, Tennessee Whiskey. Just a nice hype sticker. Kind of like a best of almost. This is on that, I'm pretty sure, typical epic label of this time period. Yeah. Reminds me of REO Speedwagon. Too Wild, Too Long. I had this on cassette when I was little. I was a weird kid. I still am weird. I never liked kids' music. I always liked different styles of music. So I had every cassette that was released. I'd go through the budget bins at Walmart, Target, Kmart, Ames. Back when Ames was open. And Kmart. And just go through all the budget bins. Cassettes. I kind of wish I still had them. I had a little twin deck cassette deck. Wow. Same thing here. Twin deck, cassette deck. What a corny cover, though, but I like it. He did have some corny covers, I gotta admit. So, that is my final update. There's more to come. I just didn't want to do large amounts because I feel like I'm already there. So, I hope everybody is having a good week so far, and I hope everyone has a great night. Take it easy. Peace.